everybody. I am here with the only female referee trained by Harley Race, Allaney Harley.
The one and only.
Ricochet.
Ricochet.
How did you get involved with wrestling?
I got involved with wrestling, so I was actually, when I was probably about your age, AJ, actually, I went to my very first professional wrestling event live in person, and it was WLW, and it was held in Eldon, Missouri, and from that moment, I fell in love with it, because, like, you watch it on TV, and it's great, right? But when you are actually in the crowd, and you're able to be a part of the show, that is the moment I fell in love with pro wrestling, and the rest is history.
My first wrestling show altogether was WLW.
Same. That was my very first live one. It was probably in 2001 maybe. My aunt was doing a food drive, and WLW was holding the fundraiser, and she asked me if I wanted to go, and I was like, well, yeah, of course I want to go. Why would I say no? So I went, and I fell in love with it, and I was like, I want to be involved with this.
What advice would you give to someone trying to get involved in wrestling?
I would say find a good school, a very reputable school, and a school that's going to teach you the basic fundamentals, because without good fundamentals, you will not make it. And finding a place that is reputable will teach you how to do the basics safely. When you build that good foundation, you can only build upon it.
What was your favorite cartoon when you were a kid?
Favorite cartoon? I would say Cat Dog. Cat Dog was probably my favorite, because I love animals. I love cats and I love dogs, and it was the best of both worlds.
My favorite is probably Gravity Falls. I just rewatched it for I don't even know how many times, just like this week, like this year, just here. And it's a really great show.
Is it an anime show?
Animation.
It is. It's animation, not anime.
No.
Okay, maybe I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
What was the favorite match you've refereed and why?
My most favorite match I refereed, it was probably Moses and Raheem against Matt Sydal and Kenny Alfonso. It was one of my favorites because obviously Matt Sydal is very knowledgeable when it comes to wrestling. And I actually learned so much in that match. That match definitely stretched me as a referee, but also helped me learn and be a much better referee than I was before that match.
It was also a very great match in the ring.
It was. It was actually a very, very technical match. It was a very, very great display of athleticism, too. Probably one of my favorites.
What is your all-time favorite movie?
My all-time favorite movie, you can't watch this for a couple more years, but it's probably Kill Bill.
I've watched Kill Bill.
Okay, Volume 1.
I've watched Volume 1.
Okay, well, maybe you should talk to your parents about that.
I watched it with my parents.
Do you guys have anything you want to say? That your parents want to make a comment on this? No, that's probably my favorite movie series. Quentin Tarantino in general, because I love Pulp Fiction as well. So I would say Quentin Tarantino in general probably has made some of my top 5 favorite movies.
I can't really say a favorite movie. It's way too far of movies that I've watched to really say.
So you ask me my favorite movie, but you can't figure out your favorite movie.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Who do you think the best wrestler in the world is right now?
Oh, the best wrestler in the world right now? So, honestly, I guess it just depends. If you're talking about technical wrestling or just wrestling as an entertainment in general, I'm really entertained by Britt Baker right now. But in terms of technical, I love watching Daniel Bryan. I love watching him, or Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him now. He's probably one of my favorite to watch, just how smooth he is in the ring. Randy Orton, too, he's still, been doing this for 20 years and is still as smooth as he was 10 years ago, if not better.
My favorite wrestler has to be that little guy in the ring right there.
Oh, the one with the red Speedo spandexes?
Yeah.
That's your brother? He's alright. He's okay. He's decent. I'd give him a solid 2 out of 10.
My actual favorite wrestler is probably either Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page, or Jon Moxley.
I thought you were going to say Brandy Rhodes, to be honest with you. I know you like Brandy, so I thought you were going to say Brandy. Those are good choices, AJ. Those are good choices.
How does it feel to be the only female referee trained by Harley Race?
Honestly, it is an honor because when I got into this business, I didn't expect to be a referee. That wasn't the end game, right? But sometimes you gotta make the best out of what life gives you. And being trained in general by Harley is honestly a huge honor. You see how positive he has impacted wrestling in general. I mean, he's an 8-time world heavyweight champion, respected all the way around, and incredibly knowledgeable about the business in general, not even from a wrestling standpoint, from so many standpoints. He was an incredibly just all around one of the best people to be trained by.
Who were your inspirations in pro wrestling and why?
So my inspirations in pro wrestling, obviously a lot of them were women, just because obviously I related to them. But my top 3, I have 3. I would say it's probably Chyna, Jazz, and Jacqueline. They were, when you would see them on TV, like they broke the mold for women.
I can say that Chyna definitely deserves to be on that top 3, I would say. Because she is still the only woman to ever be a men's champion.
Yeah, she is. She was the IC?
Intercontinental.
Yep, the IC champion. And, I think that definitely inspired a lot of women to be able to get into wrestling and to show that even though it's a male-dominated sport, honestly, if the women are, I want to say, booked right, they can be just as entertaining and they can be just as good and they can draw, just as much as men can. So Chyna is definitely top 3 inspirations for me.
What is your favorite animal and do you have any pets?
Favorite animal? That's hard for me to choose a favorite animal because I love all animals. I'm a huge animal lover. I do have one pet. I have a cat. Her name is Ruby. She's kind of crazy and a little bit mean, and she's a little older. She's like a senior cat, but she acts like she's 2. And she's just bossy. She literally runs my house. It's like I pay all this rent, but she owns the home. So my favorite animal, I don't know. I really love baby goats. I know it's kind of cliche, but baby goats are probably one of my favorite. They're just so cute. I mean, they're mean as heck, but they're just so cute and cuddly. You can do yoga with them.
I would have to say a turtle or an axolotl.
A what?
Axolotl.
What is an axolotl?
A cute animal.
That's what it is?
Yes.
It's a cute animal? That's what axolotl means?
Not exactly, but an axolotl is a cute animal.
Oh, so it's a legitimate animal.
Yes.
What is it, though? Where is it from?
I do not know.
That's not cute. That looks like something you would find in the deepest depths of the ocean. Where do you find those at?
Where do you find them at, Bree?
The deepest depths of the ocean.
Salamander. Or a blobfish.
Pass. Pass.
Who is Allaney Harley and why should my viewers get to know you?
That's a great question, AJ. I didn't realize this interview was going to be this deep. I'm just somebody who really enjoys pro wrestling. I love pro wrestling. I think that pro wrestling honestly has been something that has impacted my life in the positive way. It's something that I have loved since I was a kid. It's something that I will love to the day that I die. I've met some amazing people, some great people. Why I think that your viewers should what was the question? Get to know me? Is that what you said?
Get to know you as like a referee.
Oh, a referee. Well, first off, I call it right down the middle, okay? Non-biased, sometimes. No, I'm kidding. I really love pro wrestling, and I really want every single person that is involved with pro wrestling and has great intentions with pro wrestling to go on to fulfill their dreams, to do everything they want to and more in this business. And I think right now, especially, it is such a fun time to be a fan because there's so many options. There's so many options for fans in pro wrestling right now. You have WWE, you have AEW, Ring of Honor is coming back and was just bought by Tony Khan. And there's just so many options for people, no matter what your preference is. And I'm just like everybody else. I might be a referee and I might be in the ring, but I'm just as much of a fan as I was on day one. And I still continue to be just as much of a fan, if not more, on day one.
That's the end. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you. I have a question for you, AJ.
What?
What is your hair care routine? I need to know. You have great hair.
Take a shower. Put some Maui hair cream in it.
Maui hair cream.
And then sleep on it.
Sleep on it. So, shower, Maui hair cream, and sleep on it.
Yes. Comb your hair also before you go outside.
And comb your hair. Great. I think your viewers want to know the answer too, because you have amazing locks, dude.